Rich people have a lot of power. One of the key questions of modern economics and politics is therefore, what do the rich really want? The standard assumption has tended to be more money, but the reality is stranger and more hopeful. Ironically, the one thing the rich generally aren't much motivated by is money itself. They have far more than enough of that already, enough to keep 10 generations going. The rich are not, therefore, working to make more money with an eye to spending it. They're making more money in order to keep score. To put it at its simplest, in order to be respected and liked. The rich are working for love and for honour. They stay up late at the office out of vanity, because they want to be able to walk into rooms full of strangers and be swiftly recognised by those that matter as miraculous and clever. Surveying the problems of capitalism, the standard response of the left has been to suggest that one should simply tax the rich more. But this fails to grasp, and therefore properly to exploit, the real psychological motives of the rich. The rich only pursue money frantically, to our great collective cost, because wealth appears to be the primary, most objective source of honour in the modern world. But if only we can fix how honour is obtained, we will be able to redirect their mania to more socially beneficial ends in ways that work in sync with their deformed, ego-driven personalities. At present, a natural inclination is to force the rich to give up their wealth using the instrument of new taxes, but this strategy is doomed. The chances of people running away and taking their assets with them is too great. We need to go down a different route. The aim is to seduce the rich, to make them want to benefit their societies in return for giving them what we know they deep down really want, but haven't until now reliably been able to get, except through money, namely honour. We know well enough that societies can motivate people very powerfully through honour. Soldiers will perform extraordinary feats on the battlefield in return for the highest gratitude from their countries. They don't even ask to be paid very much. Scientists will labour in poverty for decades in the hope of winning a Nobel Prize. Yet as societies, we're only just beginning to explore what good can come out of vanity in the realm of business. In the commercial world, there are at present no systematic, fail-safe methods for gaining status in return for doing what society desperately needs capitalists to do: treat their workers well and produce useful, safe, environmentally sound goods and services. In some countries, there may be the odd hope of a medal from the president or a royal if one behaves well, but the chances of securing one are simply too remote and unpredictable to motivate hard-headed capitalists in their actions from day to day. It remains far more rational to peg one's hopes for status on the verifiable criterion of money rather than on the vague chance of an invitation from the palace. This is precisely what needs to be changed. Society should do a systematic deal with capitalists. It should give them the honour and love they so badly crave, in exchange for treating their workers as human beings, not abusing customers and properly looking after the planet. The prestige should be enormous, a bit like winning the Nobel Prize, the Victoria Cross or the Pulitzer Prize. In other words, a fitting target for capitalists, the most ambitious and narcissistically craven and damaged people in any society. The founding figure of modern economics, Adam Smith, cleverly recognized the two chief motivating factors in human life, the love of money and the love of glory. He argued that a wise society must learn how to harness the love of glory at times like now, when the public good comes into conflict with a love of riches. We need the energy of entrepreneurs. We need their drive and determination. But if these business people continue to be motivated by unchecked profit alone, we will all go to ruin. To solve the problem, we don't have to wait until the rich miraculously grow magnanimous or kind. We should target the vanity of the rich and encourage them to act well from that most powerful of desires, the desire to be loved. It will be a very small price to pay in return for a more humane version of capitalism.